Come now, beware. I'm about to tell you secrets.
All right. Me have to pull up that one there. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I am here with the wonderful Knixx Taylor. That song, I think it's entitled Rush, right?
It is.
Yeah. Sometimes, let me tell you something. You see, when you're on the radio, you can tell a song from the first few notes is going to be a good song. And I know I'm going to play it later on because then it's going to be a good song. But Knixx Taylor, welcome to the Raúl Blaze Show.
Thank you so much for having me. It's such a pleasure being here, guys.
Thank you. Where you tuning in from now?
Yard, Jamaica.
Oh, Lord. Which part of Yard?
Spain town.
Oh, Spain?
Yes, Spanish.
You know, at the hospital they me born, you know. Jesus.
Really?
I was born. Yes, I was born there now a very long time ago. Yeah. Yes. Let me try to turn the camera. Instagram people, listen to me. Instagram people, it takes 5 seconds, but I can't see her. It takes 5 seconds for you go up on my bio and click on a link. You're not too lazy because I'm spoiling up on Instagram. Anyway, yes. So tell us a little bit about yourself, my darling. First of all, you're looking wonderful.
Oh, thank you.
Yes. Tell me about yourself.
Well, I can start with my name, right? I'm Nisle Williams. That's my original name, not artist name. I'm from Jamaica. I went to the St. Catherine High School. I am 21 years of age. I love music. I have a passion for music. I've been singing since I was 4.
Wow.
And for not only music but other creatives such as modeling, acting, photography, all of the above. Like, you know, front of the camera and behind the camera, like that is me.
Wow. So you're a true creative, and I love that you're a true creative. So that means you're from the parish of St. Catherine, right? Are you from St. Catherine? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What was it like?
I spent all my life there.
Oh, for real? Okay. So I was born there, but I grew up in Clarendon. Yeah, but tell me a little bit about growing up in St. Catherine. Tell me a little bit about growing up there.
Well, I mean, there's a lot. I mean, I would have to say I grew up in church. I grew up in the Seventh-day Adventist church. So I was always in church on Sabbath singing. I went to Willardine Group of Schools, which is also a Seventh-day Adventist institution. Pardon me?
No, I say I know that school. Mm-hmm.
Yes. Willardine. I was there from kindergarten all the way up to grade 6. Then I graduated. I went to St. Catherine High School. That's where I did my CXCs. And then afterwards, I moved away. So I moved away from Spanish Town when I was around, I'd say 17, going on 18 thereabout, to pursue a career in the medical field. I was going to school to be a doctor. I was literally about to graduate to go to med school.
Yes. Wow. And so clear. So you have a passion for many things. But you started singing at 4, right?
Yes.
Can you remember the first time you had to sing in front of people? Do you have memories of that? The first time you had to sing in front of people?
Yes, there's a story. I mean, I've been singing all over church, midday.
Yes.
So I mean, there was an experience that I had when I was little. I don't know how I remember, but I guess it's God given. I remembered it. It was a specific day. I think it was AY at church. I believe it was probably Brayton SD, and I was about 4 years old, and they invited me, come sing. And I was like, all right, sure. My mom took me, and I went to sing. But for some reason, no one could see me. Like they hear the voice, but they don't know which part of the voice I come from. I was behind the podium, and I'm so small in stature, still am. But nobody could hear. Everybody's like, where this voice coming from? And a man was like, a very wise man. I guess he was like, you know what, let me help her. So he went
Yes.
and he got a chair and he helped me to stand on that chair, and everyone could see, and everybody's face just lit up. And I think that's one of the reasons why now I love singing. Just seeing that
Yes.
look on people's face, you know, even when I was little, like everybody's like,
Yes.
oh God, okay, this is where the voice is coming from. I still get that reaction now, and
Wow.
it's just all love.
Okay, and how did you make that transition from singing as a hobby per se and then singing in church until say, you know what, this could be me, I could be a singer. When did you how was that transition like?
So the pandemic. I know the pandemic, everybody can have their story of the pandemic being a terrible experience and a good, you know. But honestly, I'm grateful for the time that I got to think about, you know, what I really want to do. And
Mhm.
having that time around, you know, I was by myself in Florida, you know, so having all of that time to just think, you know, I was like, music and creativeness, like that's really what I want to do right now. I'm not saying that, you know, I don't want to be a doctor. You know, you never know, 5 years down the line, I might just go get that degree. But
Yes.
right now, like music spoke to me, and I've been getting signs from God, and it was just like, you know, Knixx, this is what you need to do. And this is
Wow.
where, you know, I got in contact with a talented artist, so a friend of mine. His name is Ramarji, and he introduced me to a friend,
Mhm.
which is Marlon, and that's where everything started coming together. My team, my manager Jody, like that's how like the whole team was formed, and you know they are amazing, and they helped me to, you know, be the best artist that I can be. So I'm forever grateful for the pandemic.
Wow. Yes, all of us have our pandemic stories. A lot
Yes.
surprisingly, a lot of people have interviewed both here and out on the road, business
Mhm.
owners and a lot of women per se, because people don't realize just how much the pandemic affected women even more seriously than men, and these women took this opportunity to start businesses. You mentioned Florida. What part of Florida were you at?
So I was in Plantation. I did a year of high school, and then I moved to West Palm Beach. So that's
Mm,
where I was studying, West Palm. Yeah.
well,
Mm-hmm.
the party log garden. So, so the funny thing is, this station right here is almost we're very close to Plantation, and
Ah,
I live in Lake Worth. So I drove from Lake Worth here, yeah, right
you
beside
oh
yeah,
my gosh.
right over 10th Avenue. Yeah, so I got Palm Beach all the while.
Yeah,
Yes,
we know which part that them man.
that's awesome. So tell me about your music. What inspired your music, and how would you describe your style, if you can do that?
So what inspires my music? Honestly, it's just a good vibe. It's a good energy, a good vibe. I write to whatever stimulates me. If it's my niece, she has the most amazing, like she's so adorable. Her eyes are just so bright. Like even if
Yes,
it's just her eyes, like, you know, it's just anything that just stimulates a word or a phrase that just, you know, sparks up
yes,
all that energy. And I would say like my music, like I would describe my music to just, you know, giving feelings, like
wow, wow,
stimulating a feeling to for someone, you know,
wow.
emotions, like whether it's a heartbreak or a, you know, a love song, or you know, a turn up vibe. It's just, you know, it's just a feeling. It's all
Yes.
just feelings and emotions, and that's what I like to spark in my music.
Yes, guys, if you're just joining me, I'm here. I'm here talking with Knixx Taylor, talented musical artist, and also talented in other areas, including the sciences, of course. And we're going to be interviewing her for a while. So if you're just joining, please. Someone says she's amazing. Ah, she is amazing, right? She's amazing. Yes. And we're talking about our style of music. Now, speaking of style of music, we have some songs here for you. Which one of these songs? Tell me about. Pick one of these songs and tell me about it. Pick one of these songs I have here and tell me about it. And
Okay.
so I can play it.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me give it. So I have no sleep. I also have Rush. I have Addicted. Pick one of those songs and tell me about one of those songs. The story
Rush.
behind one of those songs.
I
Rush.
would
Hey.
okay. So the story behind Rush, like how it came into being, how I wrote it.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say I found this dope beat, right?
Mm-hmm.
Stinky is the producer. Stinky Beats.
Mm-hmm.
He makes amazing beats. Like they're just so soulful, and you know. So I found this beat, and I'm like, oh, this is a vibe. And I started rocking. I remember I was with my brother Chrome, and we're just chilling. And you know, that's really how the creative process happens for me. If I'm in a good vibe, a good space, a good environment, like everything just comes.
Yes.
And
Yes.
yeah, and I believe the part that says you're loving, you're loving, you're loving. If you say you want round isn't enough, then I'm giving you a sweet hell of a rush. Like that part just came first, and then everything just came after it. Like it, the song form on its own. Honestly, I'm just here to just
Yes. Yes.
put
So
it together.
she give us the backstory, but I'm gonna let the song speak for itself. So we're gonna let this song let Rush play out until we go on the break, and then we're gonna come back. Okay. So guys, this is Rush by Knixx Taylor. Let's go.
Come now, beware. I'm about to tell you secrets. The way he stares, he don't mind breaking rules. And the way his eyes glare, I see the light of hope. I'm telling you. Ooh, cause you put me in the mood. So drown me in your love. I'll wait for thee. Indeed, and baby, pull me near my dear, and put your love on me and hold me in every dream. Crazy, you love me, you love me, you love it. If you say one round isn't enough, then I'm giving you a sweet hell of a Lotion your back as you get about to show up. Breakfast in bed cause you know you're about to leave in like an hour.
All right, guys, welcome back to the Raúl Blaze Show with me, Raúl Blaze. What's her name? Her name is Knixx Taylor. Knixxtaylor. And yes, you're being introduced to her here by me. She's wonderful. I love her vibe. I love the songs. Some when you were talking about the chair, somebody on the app said you're too short, and then she said you have a wonderful voice. Her name is Elizabeth, and she's from Miami. So Elizabeth,
Thank
because yes. So I love new artists, especially female artists, and I've had two artists here before, and I hate comparing, but sometimes you hear similarities and the same positive vibe. I've had both Joby J and Bella Blair here, and somehow you're giving me both of them in one. I'm like, what? Like, this is
you.
crazy. Is it this positive vibe that is that
So
vibe?
funny. I
Mhm.
love OBJ. I'm in love with. I met her the other night, and she was absolutely amazing. Like her voice, her talent, her gift, her photography.
Yes,
Like
yes. People don't know she's a photographer. Yes, so well, you met her for the first time. For the first time.
yeah, Jaria had a award ceremony that I got to perform in, and it's
Nice.
like space and stuff like that. She was also a nominated artist in their award show.
Yes.
So I got the opportunity to actually meet her and take a picture with her. She's absolutely amazing.
Wow, and how important, how important do you believe it is for women to be represented in music, especially music coming from the rock? How important it is for women to be respected and represented in music?
Yes. I mean, I believe that it's something that's very important, especially coming from a male dominated industry.
Yes,
Um, I just believe that women, once we're together and once we are, one unit, I think
yeah,
amazing things can happen, and amazing things are happening. I mean, look at the new female artists that are coming up right now, such as
yes,
Savannah, Ike, Jazalise, Naomi Cohen, Joby J.
yes.
Like, I just believe it's a powerful thing that we are doing right now, and I'm just very, very honored to be, called in the same as them. So I'm
Yeah.
very grateful.
Yes, that's amazing, amazing. And tell me, what about what are some of the new projects you have coming up now?
So I'm
Mhm.
actually working on a reggae cover album.
Ooh,
So I'm
nice, nice.
excited for that. Yes. And
Okay.
it has 12 tracks on it. It's produced by Time Zone International Records. And
Mhm.
it's all yeah, it's all it's done from my live band. that
Okay.
and all recorded by my live band that we recorded at the Tough Gun studio. And
Okay.
it's just filled with a lot of greats.
Yes.
Great
Yes.
records.
Yes. Because
Mm-hmm.
you give me that, you give, because you, of course, you have that very, you have that voice in terms of popular music, but you also have that authentically reggae sound that I
Oh,
love.
yes.
Yes, when you're playing Rush, I'm like, it reminds me of of the Wailers kind of vibe, And then Addiction was more like a couple years later. So I like the reggae vibe that that
Mhm.
that you're bringing, and
I think
that's
I think
amazing.
it has a lot to do with, like, just where it comes from, that I listen to all genres. Like, I am
That's it.
an all genre person. I listen to everything, whether it's classical music, whether it's anything, I'm all for it. So I believe that I want that to show in my music as well, that I'm versatile and I can play with different things. You don't have to just stick to one thing. I mean, where's the fun in that?
Yes, for real, for real. Guys, you're here. You're listening to me interviewing the wonderful Knixx Taylor, and one of our guests just walked in the studio. She'll be talking to her very soon. Spiky herself has just walked in, so we're going to talk to her in a second. But I want to ask you, let me read some of the comments for you here, Knixx. Someone said, "I love her music. Sound like some wicked lovers rock." Yes. Yeah, big up UK in the house, and then Eric from UK. Her kind of music will do great in the UK, of course.
Thanks,
And big up UK. Awesome, awesome. Good up, big up. It sounds like lovers rock. Good evening. That's some Berries lovers rock music. You see, look at the name. Look at the names that you're being called with these names. You understand? Me with my little Joby
So,
J and Bella Blair thing, basic. But then them care gonna Berries and Wailers. I love it. But these are all great women. I love to see women in music. So tell me about some of the stages and the places that you've performed so far. And you spoke about Joby J. Tell me about somebody else. After that, tell me about somebody else you met and you were like, oh my God, I'm meeting this person.
So the stages that I recently had a We Inspire Women Jamaica. They had I can say a event, a convention where it was where young women got to make a vision board and stuff like that. So I got to perform in that environment, filled with powerful women and stuff like that. Women encouragement and empowerment, like that is something that I value a lot. So getting to perform, in front of schoolgirls and women was just very empowering. I also perform a lot with Jaria.
Okay.
Before they had an award ceremony that I got to perform at.
Okay.
Um, I'll be performing this not this Thursday, next Thursday at 22 Jerk with
Okay.
my band. So I'm very excited for that. The
Okay.
country open up. So
Yes.
outside.
Yes, outside. Yeah. Outside, we're not going. You hear that,
So,
Andrew? Okay. Wow. And how do you feel? Of course, you just mentioned, but how do you feel of finally being able to be out there with music? Because one thing about with all music, but especially with the reggae needs ear, it needs the vibe. You need to smell it jerk pan out the door. You need to smell it soup. You understand?
yes.
Well, how do
It's
you
funny
feel?
that you mentioned that. I find Jerome, another talented artist,
Hmm?
Jerome Riley, another talented artist that I know. We were just talking about that we need to collab and make a song for it, like the reggae, like what happening with the reggae? Like we need some reggae love songs,
Yes.
like
Yes. Yes.
so one thing that I want to do, bring back reggae, bring it back.
I miss reggae.
Yes.
Hmm.
Almost like our outside now, a beer tune fair play.
Yes, yes. Because we. I mean, as a Jamaican and somebody who grew up, in dancer, basically being a dancer. Because before I started in comedy, guys, I told him before I was a dancer. Long time before me do comedy. I love dancer, but reggae. I think reggae has its place. Both genre movie, but reggae moves you differently. Reggae touches parts of your soul you don't know exist. You understand? So when you said bring back reggae, I really, really, really feel that. So that means we can look for some collab in the future with you. You understand? Some nice reggae ballad. You understand?
Album.
But
Yes.
that and I wanted to. I don't know if you want to tell us, like, me know if you want to tell us some of the where you gonna cover and where you want to keep it tightly. You understand? Me know it, Gordy, when you have upcoming projects, you want people to wait, but you can
Honestly, I
give
picked one
Mhm.
song. Recently
one
had an
song.
interview with the Jamaica Gleaner, and
Yeah.
I gave them one song. So I was like, one song. Walk
Yes.
Away with Love by Bitty McLean.
My God, you're gonna sing there, you're gonna sing there. Give it, give a peace site. We're gonna ask if we give a peace site, you know. You understand? Put up on the spot.
Walk away from love. Before love breaks my heart. Hey, baby. Baby.
Oh my God, I cannot wait. You see fire go up in the studio. Listen to me, now, man. I love that. I know it already. Someone says Bruce from Miami says Venice from West Palm. So Rob Blaze, is today the food day at the station? No, Thursday's food day. Oh no, hungry, so man. You can come tomorrow for some food. But she also said that I can see myself bubbling to her music. Very good. And Larry Martin from France on deck says he love your music. Merci beaucoup. And Cynthia from Cayman Islands rocking to some wonderful good music from you, of course. And then Nancy from ATL will send you one bag of flowers, So
My
yeah.
love flowers to no
Yeah,
thanks.
and I rose some nice roses and can. Yeah, yes. One thing with my people, them know good music. If it don't sound good, I don't look good, them I go tell you. But the fact that you're getting this love, they're really honest and very important. And of course, on big up Instagram, I can see you, but because I turned the camera that way so you can see her, because I asked you guys to go on YouTube, but no one stay here. So I turned the camera so you can see her, so I can't read your comments, guys. So you're getting love on Instagram and on YouTube and on the app. So what else would you like to share with our listeners today on Streaming Hub Radio? What else would you like people to know about you, or anything else you'd like to share?
Honestly, I would have to say that. Oh, that's a good question.
I know, right?
I would just want to add that just look out for Knixx Taylor. I have a lot of great things in the storeroom for you guys. I also want to tell little black girls that identify themselves with me, that look like me, that you don't have to worry about your skin complexion. You don't have to worry about the shape, your size, nothing. Like, you are amazing and you can do whatever you put your heart to. And that is my aim. That's really and truly my aim as an artist, so that young girls like myself, because when I was growing up, we never really have someone to look up to. So I want to be that role model, that person that tell girls that, yo, if she can do it, me
You can.
can do it.
Love it.
So thank you so much for having me here. And I just want to say, just look out for Knixx Taylor. That's it.
Yes, and before you go, Kimberly Miami said, "Don't be shy, girl. You're amazing." I would tell her she's shy. She's not shy. You know, she's full of vibes. Uh, and Charles, you're getting a lot of love from UK. So that eventually, I see you performing in the UK in the future. Knixx Taylor. Thank you so much for being here. And of course, she's Knixx Taylor, as in Taylor on Instagram. You can find her and see what she's up to. And we're all looking for that cover album. All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a great day. Okay.
Same
All right.
to you.
Okay. All right.
Big up.
Bye. Pick up yourself. Yes, guys, that was Knixx Taylor. We're gonna go for we're not gonna go for a break yet, but when we go for a break, we're gonna come back with Spiky. I hope I don't butcher her name, Christine Malvasio, right? CEO of New Kingdom Productions. We're gonna talk about music, artist management, representation. Whenever you're being an artist, it's important to know who you are, because if you don't know who you are, you cannot represent the music you're singing about. You have to know who you are and trust the music and trust the process. Okay, so we're gonna be here with her in a second. But that was Knixx Taylor. Is there music on Spotify? Oh Lord, I'm gonna find out. It is on Spotify, yes. So you see, good thing we have Miss Spiky here telling us, my assistant.